best pieces of advice I ever received was this: learn from other people's mistakes because you don't have time to make them all yourself. Of course, we don't just learn from people's mistakes. We also learn from their successes and from their experience and their knowledge and their wisdom. Which brings us to the ultimate agents of change. Mentors. Mentors are people who help us get where we want to go. They give of their knowledge, they give of their experience, and they give of their nurturing to boost us along to achieve our goals. When I was a teenager, I joined a swim team, despite the fact that I swam like a whale that had been beached for weeks. I joined the swim team because I had to take my brother to swim practice every day, and swimming up and down was way more interesting than watching him swim up and down. But I had a really great coach, Randy Carter, and he believed that I could be a swimmer. Or maybe he just believed he was such a good coach he could make me a swimmer. But he coached a lot of top-notch swimmers, so I trusted him and I did what he told me. And darn it, he didn't transform me from the beach whale into a pretty adequate swimmer. Randy was a mentor for me. When I joined my current company 11 years ago, this past Monday, a lady named Judy took me under her wing. She didn't just teach me how to work the phone system and how the filing system worked. She taught me all about our clients and their particular proclivities, and about what the boss's hot buttons were so I wouldn't push them unless I actually wanted to. Judy kept me out of a lot of trouble. She was my mentor. She was my Sherpa. She'd been where I was going, and so she could show me the best way to get there. I'm sure all of you have had mentors in your lives. Anyone had a mentor? Evelyn, who's a mentor of yours?
She was someone at my first job named Karen, and told me, at the time she was 38, and said that I would be her mentor, or she would be my mentor, because she knew what it was like to be when I was at my job at 25.
Excellent. Anybody else? Lee?
My mentor's name was Fred X.
Fred X?
Yes, and he taught me everything about the job that I kept looking for a job that I could have a mentor, and it just came into my life. In 6 days.
Annie? Merle was my mentor.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was great. She kept complimenting me. And hence, I suspect Merle is probably mother mentor of this club, because from Merle to Annie to Helena to Evelyn on down. Don't we all have mentors if we're members of this club? Yes, exactly. You have Merle, one more year.
Actually, Pat Allison, who is the mother of this club, was a mentor for me.
Mentors do us such a great service by helping us to avoid the pitfalls that they may have fallen into, or maybe their mentors fell into them and they're passing that wisdom along to us. They give us shortcuts to get where we want to go, so that we don't take the winding trail, we just go straight to the top. Toastmasters International thinks mentors are so important that they've developed a mentor program, and they encourage every club to have a mentor program. And Professional Women Toastmasters does. When you join, you are assigned a mentor, and that person is there to help you learn the ins and outs and mysteries of the Toastmasters world. They can explain to you the difference between the CL manual and the CC manual, why you have to be an ACS before you can be a DTM, and why do we do so much clapping. When you have a mentor, you can ask ask them anything, preferably Toastmasters related. Carla is my mentor. If I want to know how to make the best pizza dough, I probably am not going to call Carla, although she probably does know the Italian girl that she is. But anytime I've ever needed to know how to fulfill a role, or get some ideas for speeches, or know, is this speech too edgy? Carla's my girl. She knows the answers, and she knows the answers because she's been there. The question is, what does someone want to be? A mentor. Any of you who are mentors want to volunteer what you get out of it? I'll give you some suggestions then. Helena, go ahead.
It's a learning opportunity for the mentor because it allows you not only to share with someone what you have learned, but you also get to see it through their eyes as well.
Excellent. You do. Mentors learn a lot from their mentees. The mentee has a different perspective altogether. And my experience has been, you learn something better by teaching it to someone else than you ever do by repeating it over and over yourself. Also, it just feels really good to help someone else, doesn't it?
Yes.
And especially when you see your mentee, the person you poured your heart into, succeed. Don't you get that pride of ownership? That's my girl.
Yes,
That's awesome. It makes you feel like I helped her to do that. Kathy knows. Kathy's got some great mentees. I actually got this email today from Darren LaCroix, not personally, I'm on his email list. The 2001 World Champion of Public Speaking, and he's promoting a new CD or DVD that's coming out here. It's called Mentors Make the Difference. And this is the pitch line. What do David Brooks, Mark Brown, and Darren LaCroix have in common? Each won Toastmasters International highest public speaking honor, the World Championship of Public Speaking. What else do these world champions have in common? They all owe their success to the mentors who coached them. If you're a mentor at PWT, who knows? You could be coaching a future world champion of public speaking. And they might be going on to a Darren LaCroix CD talking about you and what you did for them. Here's the big question. How do you get to be a mentor? We have the answer. In front of you, beside you, under your chair, you should have a list of information about how to become a mentor, a professional within Toastmasters. Number one, you have to be a member in good standing. That means you have to be a current member of PWT with your dues paid, and you have defended the district in some manner. Number two, to be a mentor of PWT, you have to have completed at least the first 7 speeches in the Competent Communication Manual. Several reasons for that. One, by the time you've gotten through 7 speeches, you're probably feeling pretty confident in the skills you've been developing. You've given 7 speeches. You know how to organize your speech. You know how to use vocal variety. You can help your mentee do that. By the time you've given 7 speeches, you also probably have held a bunch of leadership roles. You can explain to your mentee what's involved in being a timer, what's involved in being a ballot counter, even how to be the Toastmaster. 7 speeches out of the Competent Communication Manual, you are eligible to be a mentor and take someone else to the World Championship of Public Speaking. The qualities we look for in mentors. Availability. If you're going to work with your mentee, you're going to need some time outside of PWT meeting. They might want to practice a speech with you. They might want to run ideas by you. They might want to say, oh my goodness, I'm supposed to be the grammarian. What does that involve? You have to be available to them. Doesn't take a lot of time, but it takes a little. You have to be patient. Because some people learn more slowly than others, some need to make more of their own mistakes than others. You're standing there to help them through. Sensitivity. We have cultural differences. We have people who are fearful about what's going on, this change that they're making in their lives. You're going to have to be sensitive to coach them through these issues. Respectful. They're going to respect you. You need to respect them. You're not going to tell them, oh my goodness, that's a stupid idea. That's an interesting idea. Let's consider it from some different angles. Flexible, go with the flow. Hey, you're a PWT member, that goes without saying. Supportive of the club, almost without saying. Aren't we all proud to be PWT members? And don't we all want this club to grow and prosper? Knowledgeable. We've got 7 speeches done. You are knowledgeable. Congratulations. Confident, because you want your mentee to trust you. A good listener. We're here to talk. We all want to talk. Our mentee wants to talk, and we have to listen. And then give them good feedback. And finally, concerned about others. Because you're here to help this person. You're not pushing them toward your goals. You're helping them toward theirs. So you want to have that concern there. You're saying, I've done my 7 speeches. I really like to be a mentor. It sounds great. And I want credit toward my competent leader designation. But darn it, I'm not very flexible. And I'm sure not patient. Does that rule you out? No! Toastmasters is an educational organization. You can develop these skills while you're helping your mentee achieve their own goals. You know what? Your mentor will probably help you to do it. Being a mentor is just another growth opportunity. Congratulations, you qualify. Now, many of us in this room right now are mentors. All of us are mentees. So just so the rest of you don't feel left out, let's review what it takes to be a good mentee and make this a symbiotic relationship. As mentees, we want to provide, excuse me, I'm on the wrong page. As mentees, we want to be eager to learn. We join Toastmasters. That's what we're here for, right? We have to be receptive, open to the ideas that these knowledgeable mentors are going to be sharing with us. We have to be loyal because we are PWT. We support our club. We support our fellow members. And we have to be grateful. These people are giving their time, they're giving their energy, they're giving their knowledge. You don't have to agree with it, but appreciate the fact that they're doing it because they care. At the very back of this package, you have a little paper called Mentor Interest Survey. If you are intrigued by the sound of all this glory, all this opportunity, please fill out this form. You can give it to me directly, or you can give it to our VP Education, Trish Lay, who will pass it along to me. Let's add to the wealth of mentorship we have here at PWT and create transformations in people's lives. Madam Toastmaster.